Hmm.
I think your camera's got off now.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
that's because I was scrolling, catching up with whatever I've been missing.
All right, we're live now. Welcome, guys, to an AMA with Oort. Today we have the chairman, Mike Robinson. Mike, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm in Malta at the moment, at the monolithic temples of Hajarim. So perfect time for this call. Just exploring, here to connect with my co-chair Alessandro Fene on
Okay,
human AIX as well. So a lot of good, positive, solid updates to share with the community.
perfect. Why don't you just introduce yourself, Mike, in what you do at Oort, how it
Oh,
started?
sure. So I'm Michael Robinson, macro trends forecaster. I'm an early investor in Bitcoin. I thought it was 2015. I started looking deeper. It's 2013, and now I have the receipts to prove it. Anyways, we uh, are VCs, and our VC is was Avislear. It's now spun out into a hedge fund called Syntax Capital. But nonetheless, Avislear was an investor in Oort. So naturally, when Dr. Lee and Dr. Yang asked me to join the project as the chairman for the foundation, I was happy to do so. I have quite the strong relationships in the Web3 space, being that I've been in the space for some time now, on the research side from 2013, and professionally, I would say around 2017. So, yeah, as you know, Dr. Lee and Dr. Yang are professors at Columbia University, or it's a breakthrough research project from Columbia. And we are excited, the three of us, to be driving decentralized AI, extremely new narrative.
Yep,
I would compare this to Bitcoin in 2009
yep.
to, yeah, decentralized AI at this moment. And we are actually building this out as leaders in the space. I think if anyone researches super intelligence and artificial general intelligence, but most importantly, super intelligence, you start looking at safe AI or ethical AI. And Web3, the infrastructure, is the perfect infra for AI. Yeah. So that's essentially what we're going around building and big proponents of, making sure people are aware of what's taking place on the AI front, but then also what's happening with Web3 as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good representation of Oort. You guys are currently in the middle of pretty much this data problem within AI. Can you just
Yeah.
expand on that, please? Yeah, I think that's a good area to look into first.
Yeah. So I think uh, or we can all agree that there was a massive data explosion that took place during COVID, right?
Yeah,
Because everyone was locked down
yep,
and surfing the web, right? And making content. So naturally, by what the end of 2022 going into 2023, we then see ChatGPT explode on the arena because of all the data they were able to scrape on the internet. Now we're actually seeing a data scarcity take place. Um, there, there's a lot of challenge set to take place in the data arena, especially when you take a look at the allocation of resources to like foundation models, large language models, essentially, um, and the leaders in the AI space, the scientists that have been allocated to these leaders, your Grok, your Anthropic, your
ChatGPT.
Open AI, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're starting to see that there is the typical large resources, private institutions that are allocating towards the build out of AI. Um, when we regard the, I guess you'd call the human beings the fundamental part of the AI process, which is the data, right? All of us, 8 billion people on the planet, each time we interact with technology, we're creating these individualized, tokenized experiences about ourselves, right? That are actually all being siphoned over to these um, megaliths. So what Oort is focused on is actually bringing human beings back in the loop in a major way, where they can actually participate in data tasks, and that would actually help with the scarcity that we're seeing in data sets. So we can essentially, um, I think the best analogy or practical approach would be we could even partner with a company, let's say electric vehicle or autonomous vehicles that are looking to get stop signs uploaded into their ecosystem so their cars can recognize this, whether that's your Waymo or your Tesla. We can have our community incentivized to participate in a meaningful way. So they can go out, take pictures of stop signs, and bring them into the Data Hub ecosystem to share with these major brands, right? And essentially, the community members are rewarded to do so. Currently, you're not rewarded to do so. You're
Yeah.
just naturally lost your phone, collecting data sets, posting it on social media, and all of this to train AI. And for you to access the AI models, you got to pay. So we're actually incentivizing human beings to participate in a meaningful way. So that's one massive area that we're solving. And at the same time, we're trying to bring as many as 1 million data contributors on chain to
Yeah.
participate in a meaningful way that's going to be in data collection and also data labeling in the future.
And that's something that you guys want to do by the end of the year or maybe into 2026.
Well, so this is something that we have we've prioritized, and the way for us to go about this is omni-chain approach as Data Hub gets integrated into your favorite Web3 wallets and then also your favorite chains, right?
Yeah.
This is going to bring more exposure, more incentive to your local community, so community members can then become a part of the data contributor ecosystem.
Yeah. I can barely hear you, Mike. I think you're kind of like buzzing in and out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, okay. Can you hear me better now?
I can hear you better now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. There's like a spurt of wind that's been blowing. I'm
Oh,
right
I
next to
think,
the
I
sea.
think, I think that's probably what it is then. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yes. Can you hear
Okay.
me much
I can
better?
I can hear much better now. Yeah, a lot better now.
All right, lovely.
Okay. In terms of the chain expansion, I know you guys put out the DAO in terms of going into. I think it was either Ethereum or Solana and Ton. Is that something that you guys are looking to do this year, or is that something later down the line?
Well, that's going to be later down the line. What we want to do is actually, we're now hyper focused on entering the Vietnamese market in a
Yeah.
special way with our Vietnamese partners, which are leaders in the space in their respective markets. And that will also help us to refine our approach as we continue to expand to other chains, i.e., your potential Solana and all these other blue chip chains. Um, Not to say that the ones that we are partnering with in Vietnam aren't already blue chip, right? So we're really excited about this. Right now, our main focus is going to be on entering new markets before the blue chip chains.
Okay, I think that's pretty important, anyways. To be fair.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. So, I mean, that's one of the importance in Web3 is the new markets. So users or a new data contributor potential can expand um, in a more organic manner, right?
yeah,
Without just making a lot of noise. It's all about value first, and that's what
mm.
we're doing at this moment. Um, you'll be seeing me in Korea in the coming
Yeah.
days.
I did see that post. Yeah.
Yes,
What you guys
yes,
specifically want to do in Korea? You guys want to expand into that market as well?
yes, that is correct. So I actually have one of our partners in Korea at the moment putting together quite the bevy of meetings. It's a lot of meetings. So I'm going to be most likely
Busy.
exhausted. Yeah, right. And it's all with leading partners in the Korean market. So I would be on the lookout for all the updates that are coming down the pike, which are really exciting and
Yeah.
really driving, I would say, innovation
Yeah.
for the space, right? Yes.
Yeah. Definitely. I 100% agree. Yeah, I think this kind of answers this question as well that Nova had. So, is there any real big partnerships? I know you guys spoke about something about. I think it was a Nvidia or Nasdaq type of company that's interested in Oort. Has that
Oh,
been kind of expanded further, or was that just something that was just there at that time but hasn't really gone anywhere yet?
that I mean, it doesn't make sense to actually share until a partnership has
Yeah,
been
until it,
closed,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
that's what I mean. Yeah,
when you're working with or in talks with one of these megalith or household brands, it actually takes like
some time.
it moves at a snail's pace, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, currently on my fourth call with the
Okay,
team, and they've been bringing in more managers and engineers to our calls. So that's moving in a positive direction as well. There's a potential for a NVIDIA alternative to now be integrated into uh, our edge devices, right? And that's
so that's
the
fine.
discussion that we're having right now. So
Okay,
without
that's
naming any names, so
yeah, that's
as you as you see, Ord, we have been expanding in rapid speed.
yeah,
Lots of opportunities taking place. I'm actually pretty exhausted. Dr. Lee, the same, right?
yeah,
And Jimmy, right now, he's in San Francisco, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we're expanding into markets and also partnerships, and it's just a lot of ongoing conversations.
How many team members do you guys have in total? I think it's
I
quite a lot.
believe, yeah,
I
now
think
we have. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah,
Okay, perfect. We have now, let me see, I believe it's 20 team members.
20 team members. I think is it updated on the foundation? I can probably find out here.
You could take a look. Yeah, um, I think it's anywhere between 20 or 23 team members.
Yeah, I think it's around those regions. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I think it
So
is. Yeah.
yeah, bro. I mean, the way things are really happening at like rapid speed, it's just crazy. And first off, I'm in Malta at the moment, and I'm here to meet with my partner. He's co-chair. We both chair Human AIX.
Yeah,
Alessandro Vene. He's going to be making our first public presentation
of human
of
dynamics.
yeah, our academic research paper, which
Yeah,
has been co-authored by Dr. Abir of King Saud University, Dr. Lee of Columbia University and Oort, right? And Dr. Michael O'Sullivan of Auckland University. And the title of the paper is Decentralized AI Infrastructure as a Public Good. So this is going to be the first presentation at the University of Malta. which is going to be a major unveiling in a public setting for human AIX. Yeah.
And you're in charge of human IX pretty much in the Oort Foundation.
Yeah, so it's an Oort Foundation initiative,
Yeah.
an idea that we came up with internally because there's not enough academic research on decentralized AI. There's currently a lot on traditional AI, right?
Traditional AI,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, right. However, we see coming down the pike a lot of challenges with traditional AI. Specifically, the push for AGI and ASI, and a lot of funds that's been allocated towards this build out. Anyone that looks into both that I just mentioned is going to be overwhelmed with the need for safe and ethical AI. And that's
Yeah.
what decentralized AI really is, right? Adding that transparent layer, human beings back into the loop, and more distribution of these resources. It
Yeah.
should
So
not
one thing that
be.
one thing that I've been quite curious, right? Because as the
Mhm,
data hub, decides to expand and you get a lot more contributors, are you guys going to then potentially, maybe increase the liquidity across the chains? Because for example, if people like me that are token holders or people that invested in a token, I know you guys have two different communities: the data contributors, and then you have the
mhm.
token holders, right? The community. Most people in crypto they tend to hold a token. That's how they support the project. So as the data hub decides to expand, are you guys going to potentially maybe reduce, the rewards? I know you guys do this quite often, where let's say the price goes to like 20 cents, you might, instead of giving one or you only give zero point 0.5 or, 0.2 or per task. Is that something that you guys are going to do? Or are you guys just going to potentially get new listings and just increase the liquidity across the board?
So we don't treat the two as different,
Different,
meaning
yeah.
like a token holder and a data contributor, because you're in the Oort ecosystem. What we do
Still,
want to
yeah.
do is we're working on actually launching the what's called Launchpad, Data Hub Launchpad, which
Yeah.
should go live maybe the end of October, start of
November.
November. And what this means is community members will be able to do their own, well, community members, KOLs, other partner projects
Oh, I think it cut
can
off.
launch their
Right.
more liquidity. Am I cutting off?
You cut off for a second, yeah, but you're back now. It keeps freezing and then, starting again, freezing, starting again. Yeah, I think you're frozen right now, Mike.
Okay. Am I back?
You're back now, yeah. You're back.
Okay. Yes. So we're actually trying to solve that. There's a solution to that, which is first off, partner tokens
Yep.
would also add more liquidity, and then also Dell's partners launchpad tokens would also make sense as well.
Yeah, I think
Can you
that's a
hear me?
good approach. Yeah, I can hear you just
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, your mic. I mean, your camera's off though. Now it's back on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So that's one of our main focal points at this
Yeah,
current moment. So we're really excited about that. Actually, out securing more launchpad partners at this
yeah,
moment as well. So we can go live with the launchpad in like a really explosive way. You should be hearing more about that in the coming weeks.
yeah. I'm looking forward to that as well because, like, even for KOLs is really good because you can actually expand or grow your channel or your Twitter page, whatever it is, and just reward the community for it. That's something that I was
Oh,
looking forward to as well. I think that's quite massive.
yeah. So another thing is, right, because of the current market, there are a lot of projects right now in line getting ready to like do their TGE, but
Yeah,
they're a bit concerned about the market and they're trying to like time the market. So these TGE projects, potential TGE projects, could also be launchpad partners as we galvanize the community, right?
yeah,
To like follow them on their socials, and basically
yeah,
they get to build a little bit of trust and a little bit of community as well. and they can launch a token within this ecosystem
Yeah.
that could essentially be claimed one to one or whatever, the tokenomics is when their TGE goes live, right?
Yeah,
So
I think
that's
it's quite massive.
that's what I'm saying. We are really excited about like this data hub launchpad. Yeah, and our raffle, right? So just
Yeah.
trying to the current focus is really trying to make this a hidden technology experience.
Yeah.
So Web 2 users can find this natural and the same as Web 3 as they enter this ecosystem.
Yeah, I think as new people come into crypto as well, you want that kind of user friendly, app, you kind of call it, for everyone can just use it. I think it's quite. I think the app itself is quite user friendly. It's quite easy to wrap your head around, and
Yeah,
use.
man. Yo, Crypto G, get if you could get your community members to like, try it out,
I
participate in a
think
meaningful
there's
way,
quite a few
that would be
people. I
helpful.
mean, there is quite a few people like on the leaderboards from my group. So I think there's quite a few that tend to be in the top 10 all the time, and then there's some people that don't even do it. So it's mixed, I think.
You know how it is, but if they
Yeah,
can provide their feedback, that's always good.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
a early app. We'll call this what the early phase, right?
yeah,
And what we're trying to do is refine that so that's going to be a real cool user
yeah.
experience. Yeah.
I think if you guys are going down the path of potentially getting TGEs on your launchpad, because a lot of projects do this, but I think what you guys should do is, don't give that access to every single person. I think the people that stake the token potentially, or the people that's contributing to the data, I think those guys should get priority over, just
Hey,
anyone.
oh, I can't talk to you or share much about that, but we are actually working on that as well. That's something that's been an
Yeah,
ongoing discussion internally as far
yeah.
as incentivizing
Yeah,
the
that's what you want to do. You want
stakers.
to you want to incentivize people to use the platform. If you get one good TG on your launchpad, you get a wave of people wanting to join the launchpad. That's how it always is with launchpads. You get if one project on the TGE does really well, maybe it does a 50x, a 20x, a 30x, then you get a wave of new people coming to join, and then those the new wave that comes, that's potential users for the data hub as well.
Exactly, exactly. We're on the same page.
Yeah, I think
You,
that's really good.
got to keep in mind, I've been in the crypto space for
Yeah, I'm
some
sure you
time
know
now,
how it is.
seen a
Yeah,
lot of it, right? And I think Data Hub is one of those apps that is really universal
yeah,
and resourceful,
yeah,
especially to projects and also users, right?
yeah,
So yeah, this was really innovative. What Dr. Lee thought of bringing on chain. Essentially, it's basically Scale AI on chain, except where Scale AI has been focused on data collection. Excuse me, data labeling. We're doing data collection and data labeling and more that
yeah,
facilitate the growth of Web 3 and decentralized AI.
yeah, definitely. What are you guys' plans for the next, for let's say to the end of the Q4? Like, what's your goals, specific goals? Like, because I know you guys, what your goal was to reach that 100K node level. I know that's very, very close. I think I spoke to Kima, and I think she said that it's, I think 1 or 2 thousand nodes away from that 100K region.
Well, for I believe last I checked, we're at 80,000 nodes, right, on Deimos 1. But now we've
Yeah.
rolled out Deimos 2 and Deimos 2. So, okay, Deimos 1 was for storage. It played a role in
Storage. Yeah.
the ecosystem for the storage layer. But now Deimos 2 is going to play a role in compute and inference, right? And training. So
Okay.
we just went live with Demos 2, and already I think roughly 1,000 has been sold, which is
Okay.
fantastic because it's only a week old or a couple weeks
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're building out the hardware experience as well. So people can play a real role in the, the Depin experience as well. Because we're major proponents of Depin and AI, the data
Yeah.
sets that are going to be collected from, Depin hardware devices. I think it's going to play a huge role in training and obviously for compute, right? And we're just trying to figure out ways, meaningful ways to get the community really involved and really excited about AI and decentralized AI. So, yes.
Yeah, 100% agree. I mean, decentralized AI is definitely in its early stage. No one really talks about it at the moment because people are just more concerned about AI developing in the Web2 space, but they don't really see it as much in the Web3 space.
So you know what it is. There's been so much challenge with Web3 technology because of like a lot of scammers have been in the space, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
issue.
and that's the issue. But I mean, the technology is really thriving. You take a
Yeah,
look at Bitcoin and the blockchain, and Bitcoin is now on what, 16 years
yeah,
plus, right? So I mean, and the blockchain is doing exactly what it's supposed to. We could use blockchain for proof of authenticity. We can
yeah,
also use it for uh, like data provenance, right? So we can galvanize the community to spot the origin of a deep fake, right?
yeah,
Like it's a no brainer. So we're really excited about being one of the first movers in this space and actually helping it to mature.
yeah. I 100% agree. What's your guys' relationship with some of these wallets and exchanges? You know, like OKX and BitGet. You know, could we potentially see an OKX listing down the pipeline, I think?
Well, I can't talk about that, right? But
Yeah,
they've been very kind to us, offering us support and also being the first to actually bring DEAI into their ecosystem through Oort and Data Hub. So we're really excited about that. Actually, we just recently launched the full functionality of
yeah,
Data Hub, right, in each of these wallets. Um, I guess I could cheer now. Coin 98 is going to go live
coin
I
98.
believe, this Friday. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. That's like one piece of alpha that I'll give exclusively to your community so they can know
Coin
in
98.
advance. Coin 98 is a very, very large ecosystem within Vietnam.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yes, yes.
okay. That
So
makes sense.
yeah, we're really excited about that. But what our focus is now is integrate into these wallets, and then we're going to start really pushing forward with more campaigns within
Yeah.
Data Hub for wallet users to participate in.
I got a question here from Scrub J.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so it goes, the upcoming Data Hub Launchpad has been compared to the TikTok of decentralized AI. Where did that comparison come from? He just said that he's just curious.
Well, that's Dr. Lee came up with that comparison. Essentially, content creators can actually create and get rewarded. Um, but mainly, they do this content creation for their specific community members, right?
Yeah,
I would say it's well beyond TikTok because the potential is you would think of it as uh, a platform where users can go to create communities, also keep their community members engaged while actually earning rewards from it based on virality
yeah,
of the content that they create. So that's also one potential reason why Dr. Lee would mention TikTok because of the similarities there. But then the same with like YouTube. Um, I would really compare this to Web3 launchpads, but now this is going to be at the community level,
yeah,
right? Where individuals can participate, and then partner level and KOL level as well.
yeah. I think
So,
that's what the difference is compared to like most other launchpads where they just do the typical TGE and nothing else. And then, you know, with
yeah,
this, you as a KOL, as a community member, you can actually like people that can actually do a lot of things with this. You know, let's say you know a company in real life that wants data or you know wants data contributors and they'll pay you a certain amount. You can actually bring that on to the launchpad and use the data
exactly.
contributors to actually generate revenue from that. You know, and I think that's quite unique and no
Now,
one really brings that.
imagine if you continue to bring like really strong data tasks, right? And
Yeah,
you continue to build strong community because your community just really love your data tasks. And then you can
yeah,
start monetizing those data sets,
that's what
which
I'm
is
saying.
the
Yeah,
ecosystem that we've built out, right? That is
yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
we're
like
just looking.
that's something new in Web3, I think.
Exactly. The point is to continue leading innovation in decentralized AI specific to Web3, right? Because we want to show that the community members are both, they are the priority. Can you hear me?
I can hear you
Feel
now.
like
Yeah,
I lost you.
yeah. For a
Okay.
second, it did. Yeah.
Yeah, a gust of wind just came out of nowhere, man.
That's what happens when you're near the beach. To be fair. How hot is it in Malta right now? It looks very hot.
It's not that hot right now because I'm next to
Yeah.
the water.
Oh, so it's
Let's
quite
see.
windy as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see that over there. I'm
We
on
can
the
see it.
rock. Yeah.
Uh,
It's very interesting. Malta is gorgeous, by the way. I
yeah,
highly
Malta is very
recommend a
nice.
visit here. Yes, and it's crazy because there are a lot of Web3 people here that live in Malta. Just yesterday, I had dinner with what the CMO of Volta used to be EOS.
Oh,
Also,
EOS. Yes.
yeah, yes, exactly.
OG token, that one.
Yes, you got to know EOS, right? Gate.io team member was there, and then also Thomson Computer. So a lot of interesting people are living in Malta, and I think it's
I
for
think it's
obvious
quite
reasons.
a crypto friendly place as well. Malta is.
Yeah, it became so during the ICO years,
Yeah.
right? They became a favored, I guess, nation for Web3 projects and crypto holders. So,
Yeah. It's quite a few projects that I invested in. They have quite a lot of connections with Malta because it's so crypto friendly.
oh my gosh, right? So, I mean,
Hmm.
for me, it's just good to be here. Tomorrow, we're going to be at the University of Malta, which is OG in crypto space, and that's where we're presenting Human AIX to closed door room of academia.
Yeah. I think what a lot of people don't actually know about the human AIX as well. I see Max Lee post about it. It was that the entire thing is built on the Oort layer one, right? And everything will be
No,
running.
so no. So actually, that's a misconception. Actually, so
That's what
Human
I've seen.
AIX
Yeah.
Human AIX is it's an Oort Foundation project. It's
Okay.
been decoupled from Oort. It started by Oort, but now it's its own entity. It's a Swiss-based NGO.
Okay.
The goal of this is to actually highlight academic research on
Oh, okay.
decentralized AI because there is none. And
There is
then
none. Okay.
secondly, we are bringing mature Web3 technology together
Yeah.
and like our partners to make this alliance where they'll be considered as founding members, where we'll build an open protocol for data, for compute, and for storage, utilizing these Web3 projects and their mature technology. So it's really a WAGMI approach to Web3, right?
Yeah.
And how Web3 should be coming together to actually solve a challenge in the future. What we see is AI should be not for profit and it should
Yeah.
be a team effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you take a look at all the projects now in AI for crypto, they're all siloed, they're all fragmented. We
Yeah.
bring them
Yeah.
together under one roof, Human
Yeah.
AIX, and look at what we could do. We're actually building for the next, or I should say, generations to come. It's
Yeah.
very exciting.
I agree with you. It is very fragmented. Like most projects just do one thing and they stick to that and that's it. They don't really expand to other sectors.
Right, right. But going back to what you're saying, as far as the open protocol that I mentioned, so Orch Data Hub would be in the data layer.
Yeah.
Our storage would be in the storage layer, and also our compute would
Will be the
would be
compute.
integrated in the compute layer. So yeah, Orch technology is featured because we are also a founding member.
Oh, Perfect. Yeah, because I thought because I seen a post on Twitter, Max Lee saying that something about it is built on the layer one. It's going to be running through the chain on chain activity through the or. I guess that's changed now, so it's still fine though.
Yeah. So there's a lot of really interesting things that's taking place there.
Perfect. Can you guys speak about a little bit like with the Web2 clients that you guys have, for example, like BNB Greenfield? Are you guys still actively working with BNB Greenfield and DAO and
So there are quite a few partners that we're still working with. Lenovo, that's one of our first paid clients. They actually utilize our factually accurate AI, and that's used to offset their call center costs.
That's the
And
AI agents, correct?
yes, factually accurate AI agent. I'm not sure how much you know about Dell, but we were
Yeah.
the first Web3 product in the Dell ecosystem, available to their small, medium enterprise partners. We were one of the first validators for BNB Greenfield as well, right? And we continue to expand on this ecosystem. Naturally, Web3 is our bread and butter, but right now the focus is on securing like enterprise grade partners as well.
Yeah.
So
That's
you can
important,
only
isn't it?
imagine
Yeah.
exactly, because that's going to really help us with mainstreaming
Yeah.
our data hub, data sets, and also just our solution to AI.
Yeah, and then tapping in the Web2 space as well. Like it also expands the longevity of the project as well. Like
Right,
as a company, as a business, you need some sort of revenue coming in. That's how you continue to develop, continue to that's something that this is a lot. I tell people a lot. 99% of crypto projects they don't really generate no revenue. So
that's
what
right.
the result is they sell their own tokens. They're here for the short term. The projects that's actually developing, and generating revenue from the actual products, those are the ones that's going to be here for years to come. The next cycle, the cycle after that, and
You well,
that's why I've been so big advocate of Oort, to be honest.
that's actually what we're hyper focused on, and we want to be the first to actually get data sets that were contributed from our community members, which are going to be listed in the 8 marketplaces that we have, and once sold, that's going to make history, right?
Yeah,
So we are really trying to break the traditional narrative and also innovate at the same time in all our approach. And I agree with you. Revenue positive is a major focus because that's something that most of Web3 has not done, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
100% agree. I got one more question over here from Scrub again. I don't know if
Yes.
you know of Scrub. He
Uh,
talks about your project quite a lot as well.
Oh,
What's
that's really cool.
what's the biggest bottleneck of AI development right now? Data collection or GPU?
Oh my gosh. It would be GPUs and data collection. I think also, I'm not sure if you all are following what's taking place with data centers and how much pollution they actually
Yeah,
emit. Yeah, man. I was in New York recently. I also live in New York, and there was this major outbreak of Legionnaire disease and several people died. And what they discovered is that it was coming from the cooling towers, right? So that is like something that's well known about data centers, that they have these cooling towers that produce, I think it's called Legionnaire, right? That turns into Legionella, that turn into Legionnaire disease, right? But then also, you take a look at how much fresh water data centers need to consume, because if they don't use fresh water, it can corrode
yeah,
the devices, right? Grok, they have it's a massive data center in Memphis, Tennessee. Look it up whenever you get a chance. 32 gas turbines, actually 33 gas turbines that are just releasing pollution into the air. It's just messing up the breathing space for the
yeah,
locals there, right? And if we are going to try to expand more into more data centers. Just imagine how much pollution is going to come down the pike. It just reminds me of, like, those dystopian movies that you
Yeah,
see that depict the future where, like, the earth is ruined and people are
yeah.
looking to move to, like, Mars. Yeah, let's not get there.
I mean,
So go
the
ahead.
thing is data is so like data centers are so important. GPUs are so important. Everything kind of runs on it. You can't, the only way is you have to find a new solution, which
Exactly. And that's possibly where our, solution for which is human AIX can actually work. We
yeah,
can aggregate, in a heterogeneous approach, the GPUs.
yeah,
So uh, maybe it's pie in the sky in the future. We'll see. But right now, what we're trying to do is really combat, like, some of these challenges that ScrubJ has just mentioned. The bottlenecks, data centers, massive bottleneck. Take a look at that.
yeah,
Yeah. Naturally, data sets as well. I mean, they're becoming scarce. So that's another reason why Data Hub is a huge deal, because we can actually have our community members produce those data sets, right?
yeah. Quality data
So that
sets as well. Yeah,
quality data sets is
that's the
which
important
is
part. Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we're really excited about that.
I think that's another aspect of data hub itself. People don't look into is you get people all over the world, giving you data, and
Yeah.
everywhere is going to be a little bit different. But then if you get the same thing across multiple different places, it becomes very good quality data. That's a lot of Web2 projects don't really do that, or Web2 companies.
But exactly. And then the next thing that you find in, like, the startup ecosystem is that they chase a lot of the same narratives, right? Instead
Yeah,
of, like, really innovating. So imagine, I mean, for us, we just want to be ahead of what we see coming down the pike because of
yeah,
intensive research, which is this data scarcity. So now we're actually building into what we see as a future need, a
yeah.
commodity.
And when
Yeah,
that comes, you guys are going to be the forefront of that. So
exactly. No one understood why Bitcoin was going to be important until the Fed kept
yeah,
printing.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's another topic. That is.
Right, exactly. So we're really excited about what we're doing at the moment.
What are you guys specifically doing with this AI bundle? The AI Aether thing? Because
Oh
I
man,
haven't
yes.
I've looked into it, but I
Yeah.
haven't really looked into it.
So Aether is really cool. What they're putting together, or what they've put together, is like, again, with all the siloed build out of decentralized AI, Aether also has its own alliance where we can all come together and actually support with our resources demo days and the build out of decentralized AI.
Yeah,
So you'll see more panels, or participating in panels with Aether, and more of their AMAs.
yeah,
And this is so that we can actually have the discussion on how we can build together. Human AIX, on the other hand, is completely different. We're actually more focused on decentralized AI, the academic side,
yeah,
building out. We've got a scientific committee,
yeah,
a technology committee, and a policy and regulatory committee, right? And also a legal committee. So you'll see a lot of thought leadership coming from these committees
yeah,
in more academic approach to, or even scientific approach to decentralized AI. But then also we're building a tangible product with Web3 technology, like mature Web3 technology in the space, through our partners in that open protocol, the open commodities for AI, your data, your storage, your
yeah. Compute.
compute, right? So that's what really sets us apart um, with our alliance. We also partnered with Advanced AI Society, Michael Casey of CoinDesk Alliance.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they're more focused on helping to just let enterprise understand Web3 products, right?
Yeah,
And then also bridging enterprise grade, enterprise ready Web3 technology into these enterprise ecosystems.
yeah.
So we're very proud to be partnered with Aether's AI Unbundled and also Advanced AI Society.
The other one was I forgot what was it called again? The second partnership you said that was the one that had the connections with the Nasdaq type companies, correct?
No. Advanced AI Society.
I think it was that one. I've seen one recently. It was a partnership, and it was with a company. I can't remember the exact name, but it said something
So
about
AI, so AI Advanced AI Society does have some really strong partnerships because they're leading enterprise, right, into Web3, like bringing Web3 mature tech as well that are institutional grade ready
yeah.
to enterprise, right? So that's their focus. Um,
Oh, okay, okay,
what
okay.
what you mentioned is actually one of the partners that we've been in talks with. That's
Yes, yes, yes,
completely
yes.
separate from all of this. That's a
Oh,
household name, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, we're now in our fifth. Well, we just had our fourth. The fifth call is getting ready to happen, which is really interesting because they're really excited about what's going on our end.
Yeah, I mean, I did speak to I think it was Sung a few months ago,
Hmm.
and he told me that some of these partnerships they take years to actually happen.
Oh my
I think he told me
gosh.
that the Lenovo one took about a year and a half to actually to solidify it.
You mean the Dell partnership? Gee
The Dow
whiz.
one, yeah, yeah, the
Yeah,
Dow one, yeah,
so yeah, imagine we're talking to another partner that's as large as Dell, maybe even larger.
yeah. That's the
Yeah.
thing. That's very exciting to be honest.
Yeah, so that's why you can get the vibe, right? Internally, the team is really excited. Everyone is really passionate about Oort and also decentralized AI and taking this mainstream. So, like, I think it's starting to resonate. The community's starting to see it if they haven't already. And yeah, I mean, we're really pushing the boundaries. And these partnerships that you're going to be see coming down the pike are really exciting.
Let me see if I can find it because I'm pretty sure I remember. Maybe it's something else. But I seen a partnership. I think it was hold on, somewhere back down here. I gotta find this partnership. Maybe someone in the chat could remember. But I think one thing that everyone's very excited about is the final unlock happening as well. The early
Oh
investor
yeah,
unlock.
yeah, yes. I
I
think
think from that,
everyone's
I think that from that point on, everyone pretty much got a little bit more excited after that one.
right. I mean, so it's really interesting because you have investors and then you also have the community members, but all are important, right? In making
Definitely.
Ort taking Ort to the next level
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree.
and making Ort what it is. Yeah, so we equally appreciate everyone.
Let me see if I can't find it. It's fine. It don't matter. I'll probably ask you separately or something.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it don't matter. Leave it. It's fine. I think it's just too much to look into. But I'll send
You
it to
got too
you.
much content.
There's too much content on the Twitter. I can't find it. There's too much partnerships.
I know,
is
right?
there um is there anything else? This one right? Oh, the blockchain alliance. Is this the one you were talking about?
Oh, so
Blockchain
no,
alliance.
no, no,
This is
no,
the
no.
one.
That's completely different. That's blockchain AI, the blockchain alliance. That's with Ambassador Kujba of the UN.
Oh yeah, this is the one I was asking about. This is the one. The blockchain
Yeah,
alliance.
no. That's big, but the one that I thought you were talking about is something that's even larger. Yeah.
Oh, is even bigger than
So
this one?
you just got you just got what two massive pieces of alpha to your community.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One that's the opposite of Nvidia. I'm sure people can kind of gather what it is, and then we got another one out above that as well. That's perfect.
Yeah, the Coin 98. We're gonna go live with that in the coming days. Right.
Perfect. Perfect. Is there anything else you want to finish off on? Because I know you're busy. It's been about almost an hour now.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, first off, I just want to thank you for the support, right? Crypto G, you've been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Kima brought you to our attention, and I've been seeing you in all our AMAs, right? And you asked the right questions, so really support that. We really love that. Your community, Scrub J, I do see Scrub J as well. Very active
Yeah,
on
he's
the
very
Twitter.
active.
Yeah, man. So, I love that. I know that feeling, right? So I want to make sure I shout them out. Your community has been very helpful in helping us amplify our messaging.
Yeah,
So we're
definitely.
really happy about that. And also, I'm just grateful to be on your platform, to share the platform with you, to give some of the insights on what's taking place. And hopefully, everyone leaves excited about what's to come next. So just to
Yeah,
let you know, I'm headed to Korea on Saturday.
yeah,
So I'll be there for Korea Blockchain Week, and that's going to be followed by Token 2049. We're
yeah.
also
Good
planning
one.
for DevConnect in
Yeah,
Argentina. So if you're at any of these events, right, let us know so we can connect, and maybe even grab a coffee.
yeah, definitely, Mike. Appreciate you for coming down as well. I mean, I know you're very busy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we can catch up again maybe, a month down the line just to give another update with the community if you're okay
Yeah,
with that.
yeah, that sounds good. So a month down the line, let's get closer to, is it
Yeah, like end of
maybe
October
end of
maybe.
October? End of
Yeah,
October is best.
I think
Okay?
that's a good time. Yeah, definitely, Mike. Appreciate you. Let me just end the stream right now. Anyways, guys, make sure you guys follow all. I have all the the info down in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Take care. Bye bye.